It's finally that time of the year again when I get to talk about my 10 favorite movies of the year so far. Now, I've watched about 175 movies so far between January and June, and it was kind of hard to make a full list, but you can go check out the list of all my favorite movies on my letterbox page or channel, and that will be linked in the description below. But let's talk about my top 10. Now, these are just my favorite movies. You might have a different list. Let me know what your top 10 favorite movies of the year is so far. Leave a comment in the description and let me know. At number 10, I have Música, a movie by Rudy Mancuso starring him and Camila Mendes. This is just a wonderful, weird, trippy, romantic comedy. It's just something so out of the box that you just can't help but to love it. It's a musical that's technically not a musical, it's just a fun movie overall, and I can't wait for everyone else to also check it out. I have Ordinary Angels. Now, this is a movie that I saw a trailer for last year, but I didn't expect it to hit me that hard emotionally. I mean, it's a movie that's actually so inspirational. It's beautiful. It's based on a true story. And yeah, I really hope more people make the time to watch this. It stars Alan Ritchson and Hilary Swank, and both of them are just totally amazing in this film. At number 8, I have another faith-based movie, and this one is called Unsung Hero. It follows the small bone family from Australia to America as they try to adjust to their new life while struggling to keep a roof over their head. Now, I'm a big fan of For King and Country, and this movie just beautifully tells their story. And yeah, it's just a movie about unsung heroes, about underappreciated parents, and even those who reach out and help. So go check out this movie if you need something to pick you up or something wholesome and beautiful, because this is a movie that will do that for you. At number 7, I have Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, a movie that I really didn't think we needed, but it's just so beautiful. It's a different story from the original rebooted trilogy. It's a different story, but it's a beautiful story. It is visually stunning, and the villains are just awesome. At number 6, I have Civil War, a movie that really divided people because a lot of people wanted it to be this political thriller, but it's not. It's actually a film that follows war journalists on their journey to report on a new civil war going down in America. It's not about left versus right, conservative versus liberal. It's something totally different, and I think it is a beautiful movie just as it is. At number 5, I have a foreign language film called Society of the Snow. It technically came out in theaters in 2023, but it's a Netflix movie that was released on the streaming service in January. It is a beautiful story that retells this tragic tale of a rugby team and their family members who crashed into the Andes and had to survive in ways that might not be for all viewers. But this movie beautifully depicts what went down during their struggling times, during these cold months, trying to survive while waiting to be saved. It's just a really beautifully written story with some wonderful acting, and the film itself just looks beautiful. At number 4, I have Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga, a movie that you all should definitely go watch. If it's still playing in a cinema near you, go check it out. It's one of the best action movies of the last decade after Mad Max Fury Road. And really, this movie needs to be seen on the big screen. I know it's available to watch at home, but if you can watch it on a big screen, then do that. It's just an epic action film. Chris Hemsworth delivers one of his best roles yet that you really cannot miss. And also Anya Taylor-Joy is just a gem. At number 3, I have a documentary which comes as a surprise to me. It's Bray Wyatt Becoming Immortal, a beautiful documentary that really dived into the life of Wyndham Rotunda, one of the most amazing storytellers in wrestling history. He created some iconic characters and he told some iconic storylines as the character of Bray Wyatt. And it's sad that he passed so young, but his story lives on and he inspired so many others. He inspired me as a creative to continue telling stories and to push the limits of what people think we can do or the stories we can tell. At number two, I have the new Inside Out 2. So you can go check out my full review on that. I don't need to talk much about this movie. I love the first one, and that's no secret. I think it's the best Pixar movie, and I do think this is a worthy sequel, though not as great as the first one, but still enough to make you fall in love with the new characters and fall in love with the old characters once again. And my number one movie of 2024 so far is Dune Part 2. Now, I've also done a long review. I've talked about this movie a lot. I do think it's the most beautiful movie released this year. It's fun, it's beautiful, the action is amazing, the story is wonderful. It's probably one of the best book film adaptations ever. So, yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet, then go check it out. And this comes from a guy who didn't actually love the first one that much. I do love it, I just don't think it's one of the best films, but this one was just wonderful. So yeah, this is my top 10 favorite or best movies of 2024 so far. Let me know what yours are. Leave a comment below. And yeah, let's talk about movies, films, TV, and all else pop culture.